Boomer Sooner, everybody. The next preview on the list, the Big Bad Red Raiders of Texas Tech. And how fitting is it that this preview is about the Red Raiders, and we got some news on a former Raider. News came down earlier about the eligibility issues with Baker Mayfield. Plus, there were also some talks about a Big 12 championship game being reinstated next year for 2017 for a Big 12 Conference Championship game. Plus the preview for the Red Raiders. All this and more coming up next. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Let's get to the groundbreaking news before we preview Texas Tech. The groundbreaking news is that the Big 12 Conference has elected to participate in a Big 12 Conference Championship football game. At the Big 12 meetings, the presidents met, and the decision was made 12 for 12 to go for the ruling. Or actually 10 to 10, I guess. 10 of 10, because there are 10 teams in the Big 12. So 10 teams, so there is that. There was also the Baker Mayfield rule. A rule that would allow any player that was not offered, by the way, be careful of the wording here. Any player, walk-on player, that was not given a handwritten scholarship can now transfer in conference without losing a year of eligibility. That ruling passed with a 7-3 vote. We don't know who the three teams are that voted against it. We do know that it was, but we do know that the ruling is now passed and it is now official until further notice. The former Texas Tech Red Raider Baker Mayfield will be at the University of Oklahoma in 2017, and this year is eligible for play as a junior. With that being said, what about his old team of the Red Raiders from Texas Tech? Here's some things you need to know about them. The Texas Tech Red Raiders overall last year finished with a 7-6 record, a bowl game. 4-5 in Big 12 play, conference play. That tied them for 5th. That was a tie with themselves and Texas Tech, West Virginia, and the ever not so famous University of Texas Longhorns. Their bowl game was an invite to the Texas Bowl, where they got popped pretty good, 56-27 by LSU, who finished with a 9-3 overall record, 5-3 in SEC West Divisional play of the SEC. That tied them with Arkansas in the West Division of the SEC. The head coach for Texas Tech is Cliff Kingsbury. He's in his 4th full year at Oklahoma at Texas Tech, from 2009 to present, and was actually a Raider from 1999 to 2005. So, that's two former quarterbacks in Baker Mayfield and Cliff Kingsbury. What about the current quarterback? Well, that would be number 5, Patrick Mahomes, who last year, injured by the way, still ended up throwing for 4,653 yards, 36 touchdowns, however, did throw 10 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes also was a pretty good baseball player, meaning that he can get out of the pocket too. And he did that for Texas Tech last year, with finishing with 131 rushing attempts to go with 456 yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground. Behind him, you have Justin Stockton, who had 61 carries, 367 yards on the ground to go with 5 touchdowns. Leading receivers. Now, this is where Texas Tech, of course, as we all know, Oklahoma runs it. Texas Tech now runs it. It is a pass-heavy offense. With saying that, the leading receptional people coming back have 43 and 42 catches, respectively. Number 6, Devin Lauderdale, he has 43. And Ian Sadler, number 12 for the Red Raiders, he has 42. Number 6, Devin Lauderdale, who has 43, has 639 yards to go with it, does have 4 touchdowns. Ian Sadler, 42 receptions, 596 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, yes, it is Texas Tech. It is Cliff Kingsbury. So they don't care a whole lot about defense, if you will. But you got to play some defense. Thus enter number 40, Dakota Allen, and number 7, Jashawn Johnson. And now, number 40, Dakota Allen, had 87 tackles last year, had a forced fumble, and 2 interceptions from his linebacking core at Tech. While the DB out there, number 7, Jashawn Johnson, had 85 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 0 fumbles recovered, 2 interceptions as a defensive back for the Red Raiders. Of course, as we all know, Cliff Kingsbury was a Red Raider, Texas Tech. He played there from in 2002 for the Red Raiders is when he graduated. His coaching history from 2013 to present, he's been at Texas Tech. Coaching history, as far as records are concerned, 19 for 19, batting 500 in overall play. Also batting 100 in bowl appearances, 1-1, batting 500. Conference or divisional titles since the Stoops era. 08, remember, they finished with the division title that year with Leach, tied with Oklahoma and Texas in the divisional standings. Got a divisional championship. Did not qualify for the conference title because of Oklahoma. Of course, Oklahoma popped them pretty good in Norman. But that's really been their only successful run at this, was that year in 2008. The next team on the docket will be Kansas. That will happen next week, I'm sure. The Rock Chalk Jayhawks will be on their way to OU. Until that time, thanks for watching, everybody. My name is Harry James. Find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or you could tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching, everybody. Boomer Sooner. And let's hope the softball team gets it home, brings it home, the gold national championship. Let's go do it, ladies. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner. See y'all next week.